the journey. Like that, the submit button is also instruction. Then data journey is going to start. But generally what the somebody they are thinking, sir, submit button sending the data to server and this type of one explanation, no, this type of one feeling available to somebody. Submit button, it's never going to sending the data to server. It's just indicating to the browser, hand over the data because my data entry completed. Button not sending, sir. If the fan rotating, the switch, when you press the switch, fan rotating, right? No, sir, switcher rotating the fan, sir. Switch is the only instrument. It is going to rotating the fan, sir. No, no, no. That's the wrong thing, 100%. Fan, they have their own mechanism. When the mechanism is activated, it starts the rotation. The switch is not going to rotating the fan. Switch is just supplying the power. Fan inside winding available, fan inside bearing available, fan inside condenser available, and they are going to be creating the sparks and they are going to rotating the fan. So fan different to switch different, sir. And if switch only rotating the fan, if you understand like that, we can't do anything. But somebody feeling like that only, so please change that one. So the button information, except that it's not performing any special operations. Just a wake-up call to browser after filling your data. When you click on the button, then it's sending the data. You are filling data or not filling the data or not necessary. If I'm not completed the data, sir, then why you click on the button? You click the button means data traveling is started. Next, submit button data is sending to the server, sir. 100%, sir. But yesterday you said reset button not sending, sir. Reset is just a duster run. We don't need that information. But submit button information server required. Reasons are sometimes on the web page a couple of buttons available, not single button, multiple buttons available. So which button you we use or which button you clicked, server they should know that one. Reasons are based on the button background execution logic changing. If you click on the first, it means you entered via the door 1, sir, different type of logic executing. Or you entered via door 2, sir, different logic executing. Two doors are available for entering into the server. Which door you are utilizing? Based on that, I'm changing the background logics. But button details also compulsory required. Name of the button, value of the button mandatory. That's the browser sending the button details also. But like as our text boxes names, text boxes values, passwords.
Very low, man.
The problem. The problem, signal problem. No. ప్రాబ్లం అవుతుంది. నేను అందుకే ఒక వైర్ పెట్టేసి ఉంచేయండి అక్కడ అంటున్నా. అసలే 70,000. So could you check now? Online students, could you check now? ఇప్పుడంటే ఓకే అంట. సో మ్యాటర్ ఏంటంటే ఈ సాకెట్ సెడగొట్టారు ఆల్రెడీ. మొన్నటిదాకా ఈ సాకెట్కే పెట్టింది. మౌస్ నాది ఇటు పక్క ఉండేది. మొన్న ఒక రోజు ఇలానే ప్రాబ్లం వస్తే ఇది మార్చాము చూడ ఈ రూమ్ నెంబర్లు మార్నింగ్ టైం. అప్పుడు దాకా నాది మౌస్ ఇక్కడ ఉండేది, ఇక్కడ ఇది పెట్టి అందరి దొబ్బేసింది అది. ఇది ఒకటే ల్యాప్టాప్ So submit button details also sending to server along with our text box information, passwords information or something else. Next one, some guidelines same as to yesterday's concept, sir. Yesterday's concept in the sense within the same form tag should be present all your input fields and submit button. How many data or which data you want to send to next program or server program, that all the text boxes, password boxes plus your submit button or switch, both must be present in this. Both must be present in the same form tag. Yesterday reset which we already tested, remember? Form tag not available, reset doesn't work. Here also form tag not available, sir. Your data not sending. My explanation proof is this one. Submit button only sending the data who are believing. Remove the form tag and send the data, sir. 100% no chance at all. Form tag compulsory to present. The container is the form tag. That is the matter here. So your submit button plus how many values you want to send, that all the input fields must be present in the same form tag, not different form tags again. Different form tags are no use. Outside the form tag are no use. If there is no form tag, then also no use. All situations we already tested yesterday. I hope you remember. Same points are repeated for the submit button also. Remember yesterday's explanation? Pakka? Sure? Google Classroom working? No, na? Huh? Yesterday only again I activated. Yesterday night I activated, and I placed one post also, jobs post also. So next time don't create that situations. First time got excused. Second time was deleting the link, not deactivating. Link deleted, sir. Even previous notes also you can't access. Deactivated అయితే notes access. For future operations not come, sir. Deleted anything A to Z total gone. If you ask it also I can't restore it. Deletion అంటే total permanent gone. Restoring also not possible. So should be attention. Now see the syntax. Input type equals to submit and something value. Value means the heading of the button. Rest of attributes in our choice depends upon our requirement. So input type equals to submit compulsory. If you are not given the value, what happens, sir? Default caption it will comes. Yesterday default reset it will comes. Remember kada? Reset we change it to clear all. Like that submit also default heading is available. The default heading is the submit only. Submit directly it will comes automatically. You don't like that submitter, change to login or search, finish or register or some different headings based on the situations. And now see the example. Still problem with composition. బాబు ఇప్పుడే కదా నాకు ఓకే అన్నారు. You only just said కదా సార్ ఆన్లైన్ స్టూడెంట్స్ ఓకే సార్ నో ఆడిబుల్ మన ఇందులో ఎర్రర్ అంటారు. సార్ నౌ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఓకేనా? ఓకే మళ్ళీ 2 minutes ఆఫ్టర్ సార్ మళ్ళీ అగైన్ ఆడియో ఇష్యూ సార్. నౌ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఫైన్. ఓకే విల్ సీ హౌ మచ్ టైమ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఫైన్. Now see the example sir and submit button. ఈ సేమ్ కోడ్ as it is I am continuing. Form, some couple of text boxes, number box, reset I just replace it with the submit. And value I don't need that one because automatically submit it will comes. So this is our form. Fill the details here and click on the submit button. Here also you can fill it. Click on the submit button. But how many data it's sending to the next program or server side program, sir? 0. No data. No data. Reason? 2 days back I think we discussed ID attribute to name attribute and some explanations. Remember kada? Is there any ID or name attributes? But how server accessing your data? So text box is ready, but one text box or reference name is not available. Even the single text box also doesn't contain any reference or identification names. But without any name, how can call the data? T1, T2, T3, username, password, something names are available. Get the username, get the password I can ask. But here names are not available, even ID is also not available. So if you click on the submit button, single piece also not sending to the server. This is only I clearly explained day before yesterday. ID compulsory, name compulsory. Especially Java technologies, name compulsory. Other technologies, ID compulsory. So better use the both names. Reasons are, we are the front-end developer. Currently, we are the front-end developer. But this front-end, back-end required. Back-end later it will continues. But company back-end Java using a .NET using a we don't know. At the time of front-end designing, what they are going to using feature back-end as a front-end developer, you don't know. It's not pre-planning, sir. Total in project, what happens also you doesn't know in our companies, the factor. You are working in so-and-so project, in the TCS or Infosys or something. What is the total project, sir? No idea. because you don't know and you don't have the rights to access the total project. As per your job description, some is allotted to you. The complete project, generally no idea. If you have any special interest to team members, you are going to interacting, gathering the information only. Otherwise, you are the just part of the project. The complete details about the project, you do generally, most of the employees doesn't know. IT employees. Really? Example, sir. Your movie is an example. Movie shooting one year, right? Every person they knows the complete story. Every artist up to go for even the preview or something before launching that one. Some preview, something they are playing. At the time, the total artist they knows, oh, this is the total story. And really? Not believing, but it's a fact. Every person coming, playing the 10 minutes of character went out. That's all. In the rest of the movie, what's that? If you have any some closeness with the director and writer, then you will gather the information. Otherwise, nothing. Your 10 minutes role you are playing, jump. That's all. So after completion of the total movie shoot to editing, dubbing, next preview is going on. At the time, oh, this is the complete story. Yeah. The same thing happens in our projects also in our companies. I'm working 5 years in the project, sir. Then also no idea, no guarantee, you know the complete project details and data. You are doing your duty, your part of the project only. Some employees, they're interested to get the more knowledge, interacting with the team members and trying to gathering the small information. Otherwise, the directly company not sharing the total information to you. The real working environment situation. Almost in this Naresh IT, I'm working from 9 years approximately, right? Still, I don't know all faculties information. 2013, I joined in this institute. I don't know all faculties names. I don't know all faculties faces also. Coming, she taking my sessions, going out and they. Company system also something. It's the reality. So we are the just front end. You are designing the front end and you are leaving that environment. That project next team is going to continue. And next team which they are going to using server side Java, .NET, PHP, exactly we don't know. That's why we are designing always with IDs and names. The next .NET sir, IDs they are using. Next Java sir, name they are using. Right. It is generally process. So it's compulsory to specify the ID and name to access this data in the next programs. Right. So suppose this is TF1. The text field 1. Next, this is TB1, text box 1. Next one, ID equals to TF2, name equals to TB2. Password I am deleting, number box also I am deleting. Another text box I am going to taking here. This is TF3. Name not available. Next, this is TB4, ID not available. A formation observance. First two text boxes we have complete ID and name. Third text box ID available, name missing. Fourth text box name available, ID missing. Why this jumbling system, sir? Which data correctly it's sending to the server, which data is not sending. It is using ID and name for clarity purpose, that one. Next, submit button also I'm going to using here, sir. So ID of the submit button SB, name also SB, values are some finish. Heading of the button is finish. Already we have the heading on the button submit. The submit replaced with finish. Next, outside the form tag also we are creating one text box. ID equals to TF5. Okay. name equals to TB5. So total 5 text boxes, 1 submit buttons are 6 components. In that 4 components perfectly names available, IDs available. 2 components proper data not available. Now we can check it which data is sending to the server, which data not sending to the server. How can check it, sir? After clicking on the submit button, all this information displaying in the browser address bar. On a browser address bar available. In the address bar, neatly details are displaying. Which details are? What are the data next program is receiving? Our details is displaying here. When you are working your regular websites also displaying Redbus, Abibus, Google search, Flipkart search, displaying clearly. But general addresses bars we are not too focusing. Correct? Before clicking on the submit button, after clicking on the submit button, if you observe the address bar, difference clearly we can find. So AAA, BB, CC, DDD, E. Click on finish. Check the address bar. What we have here? TB1 equals to 4 yes. TB2 equals to B. TB3 gone. Next TB4 equals to D. Next SB equals to finish. Only TB5 gone. Why TB5 not available, sir? Outside the form tag. Why TB3 is missing, sir? ID available but name not available. So by default browser sending the data by names only. How can say, sir? Observe that TF1 na TB1 na? TB1 not TF1. Are different names also for your convenience I am taking. If I take the both TF, sir, can you identify a ID using a name using a? No. ID TFO, name also TFO. But which one system using? We are unable to identify. That's why different names are used for your easy identification purpose. So this is the matter. What is all the this ones are? Your HTML program, these values send. So next program should be ready to receive the data and performing the further operations. Now you can go and check any of the website. Redbus, Abibus, Errobus, something available. Go to something. And this is the website. What we have currently, simple URL is available. Type here from HYD to Pakistan. मैं మా ఊరు పోతా మీ ఊరు ఎందుకు పోతాం date 18 so how many values I entered here sir 3 values I entered Hyderabad Gunturu 18th March it is submit button search buses click on this button next program is opening program not necessary observe the address bar from city Hyderabad next to city Guntur available kada and the previous screen what are the data you typed the data sent to next screen response is this one it just displaying the list of buses this is server program response previous one is your client program client sending the details to server responded here get a data transportation system you have clearly in the address bar so every website, what are the data it's traveling, a data details displaying clearly here. One case only it is not displaying. Which one, sir? The data contains any sensible information, sir. Then it is not displaying. And the passwords, OTPs, verification codes, PIN numbers. These are yesterday we discussed the password field. A password field scenario, browser never showing details here. Why, sir? And that also we are requesting the browser. The sensible data, imported data, please don't show on the browser. Otherwise, sir, passwords also displaying. Your password also neatly displaying here. OTP is displaying. Your net banking PIN codes displaying. Everything is displaying. So when it is sending when you click on submit button, So data we entered. If you are not click on the submit button, sir, browser also seeing your face, you are seeing the browser, browser seeing you are seeing the browser, seeing, and the time completed. I think. So this is the just a switch. It's a wake up call to the browser. Data ready, you can start your operations. The submit button nature. The form tag compulsory. I just remove this form tag, sir. Once again test it. Refresh the program. Fill the details. So something. So I'm not moving to anywhere. Why, sir? Electrician switchboard they arranged, fan also arranged, everything is gone. But switchboard backside connection missing. A switch key current wire is gone, a connection missing. Other mad. If you click any number of times, browser not responding, form not available, button is also not responding. Connection cut. Then you can click it, it's sending. I'm not giving any data, sir. That's why every information blank sending, see that. Whenever the data is missing, TV1 equals to nothing, TV2 equals to nothing, TV3 missing already, TV4 nothing, SB is a submit, finish. But why is there text boxes user not entered any details, so blanks it is sending. Submit button already value available now, that finish it is sending to server. So if you want to design the dynamic web pages, sir, this knowledge is mandatory, sir. Without this knowledge, you can't do anything in servlet, in ASP.NET, as well as the dynamic web pages also. For designing of dynamic web pages, this is basement. It is my duty. Front-end developer as it. My duty completed. But after clicking the finish button, what to do? That you are deciding in your Java or in your .NET. So my responsibility completed. Your next subject responsibility starts from here. Batch not completed. The explanation point of view. Okay, next one. Submit button style. Same one more button is there. I already said it's an image button. We regular buttons, sir. Submit to red color, blue color is a routine buttons. Because some of the websites could be graphically designed buttons available. Arrow keys, some special symbols. That's why I already said Twitter website, LinkedIn, Instagram websites. A small pictures available. You are thinking maybe it's an image, but actually it's a button, submit button. When you click on that button, compulsory some code is executing in background. Example, your Facebook, somebody they placed one post to. Bottom we have the like. When you click on the like, count increasing or not? How increasing? Without running the logic? Without running any code, how the count is increasing, sir? And when you click on the like option, compulsory some program is executing. But a like button appearing like as a button? No, gada. A smiley symbol also, a picture. But background originally those are the buttons. Images displaying like as a buttons. Reasons are they're getting bored with regular standard buttons. Daily sambaru, rice, dalu, dam, sambaru, rice, dal fry, sambaru, rice, dal fry. Sunday we need some change. Gada. That is matter. Vegetarian, huh? Okay. No change. So same explanations are same information. Button creation model changed and input type equals to image. Which image you want to display as a submit button, sir? Image address we have to write here. SRC is not a first time, we know very well. So SRC equals to write your image complete address and before that type equals to image. Image I am displaying as a submit button. Image I am displaying as a submit button. Now user they can click on the image as usual data collecting and hand out to the next program. Every procedure same a button look changing. Password appearing in URL. I also said the same thing. Passwords also appearing only. I said, sir, you don't want it. You have to give the special instruction to browser and I clearly explain that point. Image button. These all the things I'm deleting, sir, because we already got an idea. It a type equals to image. Wait. So type equals to image. ID names are the routine process. Value not required. Value place src it will comes. If you have any button type of images, anything, write that address here. We have Chennai Super Kings icon, sir. Or you can write it, no problem. Mumbai Indians flag is there, sir. I can write Mumbai Indians flag also. Images slash mi dot png. That is my submit button. The Mumbai Indians flag is my submit button. See that hand symbol is changed. If you click here, data submitted. Maybe image buttons means the variety. Weekends, holidays, with something specially we are doing other like this. You can see that your data sending clearly. Address bar also displaying. Visibility problem. But instead of Mumbai Indians, better go for the submit style of designing buttons, sir. I think in our folder we have those. Leva. Yes, we have some submit buttons. See this one. Submit this form, submit, add to cart. These are the variety images designed like as exactly buttons. So this is one button. Submit this form. Heading is submit this form. Second one, yellow and black shade. Submit. Arrow key is also available. Next, take one of the button. Directly I'll show in the example. Sub.jpg. Now visible gather clearly. Submit button. Sending. Add to cart. That is also button only. This is. We can also design these things in our CSS, sir. Time taken process kada. Ade Photoshop aithe just అయిపోదు. Just a simple process. CSS we can design the same button, but long process. A lot of attributes we have to implement. Open Photoshop, sir. Just draw the sketch. Automatically it becomes as a button. Recently I said somewhere Photoshop knowledge compulsory for UX developers. We are UI developers. We are program designer. Graphic designer is one more portion is there. That is called as the UX. UX basic knowledge Photoshop. Higher end knowledge Adobe Illustrator and one software is available. Adobe Illustrator. One of the software knowledge compulsory required. But you can design the images plus you can design the programs. But generally we are trying always the programming side only. So UI only we are. Three buttons, four text boxes. Total 7 components we completed. Reset button, submit button, image button, text box, password, something. And now I'm going to explaining about this form tag. Last two examples we just used that one, situation demanding. Now I'm providing the complete information about this form tag. You are not mentioned. Sir, code we are writing clearly here, get submit any. Not observing a screen. No? Working with form tags, also called as HTML forms. Regular life application forms, so in our web designing, HTML forms. In regular life we are calling application form. Those here we called as a HTML form. In regular life, one white paper, a page is equivalent to here one form tag. In our real life in manual operations, one page is equivalent to one application, a HTML form in our programming. So what is a form, sir? Form is a group of HTML input elements. Form is a group of HTML input elements, not output elements, sir. Output elements, if you print it also, it's no use. But a form tag inside, generally data accepting controls we are placing. Paragraphs, order list, unordered list, these all the things waste process. Time waste first of all. Reasons are, if you place any previous tags inside the HTML, and part 1 is there, na? Part 1 related any of the tag if you place inside the forms are 100% this never sends to the server. Reasons are, part 1 tags displaying the data on the web page but not for sending to the server. Paragraphs never sent to server, sir. Headings never sent to servers. Images not sent to servers. Division box not sent to servers. Tables never sent to servers. Anchor tags no. Order list no. Unordered list no. Field set no. These all are only for displaying the data on the screen, not for hand over the data to the next page. The output operations. Output means we are displaying the data for watching of the users, not for transporting the data to other locations. That's why part 1, part 2 we divided, reason that only. Part 2 concept always taking the data from the user and hand out to the next program. Accepting the data, hand out to the next program. In part 2, data printing not available, data displaying not available. By using the scanf function, I want to display the data on the screen, sir. Possible, Java and C students, scanning function available. Kada? By using that function, I want to display the hello message. Possible? Why? That is not the concept of the scanf. Scanf we are using enter x value or take the value. Printf. By using the printf, can I scan the value, sir? No. So printf purpose different, scanf purpose different. That is for output operation and this is for the input operation. Very matter. So part 1 output, part 2 input. So if I design any paragraph tag inside the form tag, what happens, sir? Nothing happens, only for watching purpose. When I click on the submit button, sir, when you click on the submit button, these paragraphs are filtering, not sending to the server. Only input elements is sending to the server. So form is a group of HTML input elements. Why I'm saying clearly that one is better place these components only. In a compulsory input, you can go for other tags. So how to create the HTML forms, sir? By using the form tag, we can create the HTML forms. How many forms we can create it, sir? Multiple forms we can create it, like as page 1, page 2, page 3. An application forms booklet available sometimes. MSET booklet है single paper. MSET entrance exam application booklet है single paper. Booklet है. So first page 1 we are filling, turn, page 2, turn, page 3. So every page is a one form. 4 pages available, sir. 4 HTML forms we have to design here. The third point I said, sir, a web document or a web page contains any number of HTML forms. But bodies are generally body 1 is, sir. Head 1 no body 1. Daily we are doing. A web document or a web page can contains only one head section and one body section. Body section inside you can create n number of forms. There is no objections in that one. So what is the exact the responsibility of this form tag, sir? Whenever you click on the submit button, form tag working is starts. Whenever you click on the submit button, form tag activities are starts. The form tag, what it is doing, sir? Collecting all the data from your input fields. Originally what happens, that is I'm explaining. The form tag is gathering all the data from the input fields, then validating this data by using JavaScript. JavaScript validations are client-side validations. Validations all are successor. Then this data is sending to the next program with the form of query string. In the form of query string, it's hand over the data to next page. So user clicking on the submit button, immediately form tag is activated, collecting all the values from your input fields, then validating the data. If every data properly available, sir, it builds as a one query string. That query string is helps to send to the server data. It's a long process. But after delivering the data from my client machine, it is data moving out of my laptop and traveling over the air to the server. But data traveling always in the air only, kada? No, na. My laptop available in America, server available in America, but my username, password, how they are sending to America? Over the air only. What is mobile? Mobile? I'm talking in this mobile. Opposite person listening my voice. How? Over the air only. Coronavirus ever in air only. Our words also available in air only. Our data chatting messages also available in the air only. So over the air only it is traveling by using radio frequency signaling system. Over the air when you are traveling the data. So who is the transporter, sir? HTTP is the transporter. Once the data step out of from your laptop, then HTTP task is started. Hypertext transfer protocol. So taking the data from your laptop, going to the server location, hand over the data to the server. The courier boy. HTTP is the courier boy. So it's waiting there only because server should give the response to the server is giving some acknowledgement. Whatever it may be. Again, HTTP protocol is receiving that one, again hand over to your laptop. So between your client device to server device, middle operations protocol responsibility. The middle operations are the protocol responsibility. But everybody playing their roles, then only one completed task is completed. And these are the small information about the form tags. Form is a paid tag and block level tag, and form tag should be the sub tag of the body tag. It's a paid tag as well as the block level tag. At the same time, it's a sub tag of the body tag, and the syntax is this one. Form followed by form tag, some attributes are comes, special attributes we are not used previously, first time we is going to using. Form tag, they have their personal attribute. Regular attributes as it is width, height, color, margin, border, that is a regular process. But first time we are going to using 4 attributes, it's specially designed for the form tags only. And inside what is this, sir? Your user interface design. Application form designing code comes between the 2 form tags, because that is what you observed here. But what are the attributes available in form tags? I'll explain that one. Before that, you see the small picture. It just I explained that one. The form red color box is your form tag. We are filling the details here. Fill the details, fill the details, fill the details, and click on this one. The submit button, sir. When you click on the submit button, form tag is activated, collecting and hand over the data to program. Is sending the data from client to server is there. Na? This is called as technically request. Technically it is called as the request. The client requesting the server. Show my data. Show the trains, show the buses, something like that. So server program is receiving the request processing the request, producing the response. Now some data again traveling from the server to client. Compulsory server side program is sending some data to client machine. That is you are seeing as a search result. Your inbox is nothing but that one. So what it is called as technically, sir, response. Technically it is called as the response, and technically it is called as the request. So request is nothing but sending the data from client to server. A response is nothing but sending the data from server to client. That is generally process. So request means client is asking something. Response means server responding that question. Question and answer. Client machine asking the question, server giving the answer. That's all. The right answer or wrong answer, user should decide that one. Not me. The communication system, sir. And you said some query strings are coming to that also. In explanations few minutes back, I used some query string here. So this is the query string. Practically, I already shown few minutes back in the red bus also. Hyderabad, something city is available. This is your URL, sir. This is your URL. The first part from here to here. http://www.yourwebsitename.com/some of the program you are calling. So http to up to .jsp, this is your URL. After that, the question mark is available here. The question mark is called as the delimiter or delimiter or separator. We can call it any name, no problem. But go for the better pronunciation. Most of the cases question mark available, sir. A few cases instead of question mark slash it will comes, forward slash. So few minutes back on a bus website we observed together question mark available, slash available. A few minutes back we searched buses kada. Their question mark available, forward slash available. Once again, question mark. Sure, huh? Huh? Pakka. Huh? Guess or really saying? Guess. Really. Original, genuine. We have question mark only there. A question mark, this is only. What is this question mark, sir? It is a LOC. LOC between the URL and data. Line of Cargill. LOC. Delimiter or delimiter. The question mark is dividing the address of the program and data of the program. Right. It always comes in the middle, the browser's internal operations, not my personal. And some of the technologies, instead of this question mark, they are going to using the forward slash. Some of the web technologies, they are using the forward slash instead of the question mark. Forward slash and you will get like this. A HTTP after we have the forward slash, the same slash continues. www.website.com slash again, program name slash, first value slash, second value slash, third value slash, fourth value slash, every value after slash 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 slash. A few technologies like as a PHP type of technologies, Python, PHP, Java, these type of technologies, question mark and symbol they are using. So question mark is the delimiter of the URL, address and the data. Address technical pronunciation, URL you know. The data representations available, this is called as programmatically query string. Query string. It contains the name of your input field and data of your input field. The name of your input field and data of your input field. All the input fields names to data collected and appended together and forming as a single string. Forming as a single string. But 4 text boxes available, sir. Generally 4 IDs, 4 names, 4 values are available. But all these 4 names values are gathered and joining together. That is called as appending process or concatenation process. After concatenation of this one, total 4 values becomes as a single value. That single value pronunciation is called as the query string. The heading is that one. So if anybody they asked what is query string, what we have to answer, sir? Very simple. Query string contains the list of parameters. New word. List of input fields with values. Query string is always contains the list of input fields with values. And every input field is separated with the single and symbol. We have here sees the delimiter. So why this one, sir? Indication, first parameter over, second data over, third data over, fourth data over, every data after the symbol is comes. On a tags ending tag we are writing, programming semicolons you are using. Like that here data representation is that end symbol. By mistake end symbol is not come, sir. End symbol we are not designed, sir. The browser's own. Last example also end symbol available. We designed anywhere end symbol code. A browser's inbuilt option. Next, in this query string, special pronunciations are comes up. Pronunciations I am going to explaining here. Parameter name and parameter value. What is this parameter name and value, sir? Name of your input field is called as parameter name. The name of your text box is pronounced as a parameter name. The value of the text box is pronounced as a parameter value. I clearly mentioned, sir, T1. What is this, sir? Name of the text box. That also changed into parameter name. A. It is a value of the text box. And it is also called as parameter value. And in my program, TB1 or TF1 I used, sir. The diagram of T1 I mentioned. That's all. As per your explanations, I think the TB1. So the name of parameter, what we have to call, sir? Both you have to use. Both you have to use. When you are working in the front-end technology, you are calling as a name only. Parameter word you are never using. But when you are working with the server-side technologies, you are always using the parameter, name never going to using. Place effect. You are in the HTML program. Always you are calling name ID, name ID, name ID. So many days onwards we are calling, not now. But when you shift to servlet program, ASP.NET program, PHP programs are in name ID is no, Jantanai, total closed. But what we are calling, sir, parameter value. Same component pronunciation changed, sir. The same component just pronunciation changed. Both pronunciations knowledge I am providing to you. So today's pronunciation red color. Red color is the today's pronunciations. After some days you are attending other batches again. On that day you are calling blue color pronunciations. Started advanced Java batch? Programming started? When you start the servlet program, sir, blue color names you have to use. Red color names I want to use it, sir. Laughing. Somebody. Situations wise pronunciations changing. So some of the activities. So after clicking on the submit button, these all operations are happens. This is as easily displaying in the URLs. Why it is displaying URLs as security problem, sir? If you feel security problem, you can request the browser. Don't show my data. Accepting, not a problem. Interested, you can display in the address bar. Not interested, hide that one. Both facilities are available. And now I'm going to starting attributes of the HTML, sir. The first attribute of the form tag is ID. One is ID, F1 or F2, F3, your choice of the ID. So I'm going to taking some FRM1, form 1 shortcut FRM1. Compulsory, yes, sir. But immediately it's not useful, sir. For future purpose, today we are going to establishing this one. Future purpose in the sense, sir. JavaScript, we need this ID compulsory. JavaScript, if you want to perform the data validations, this ID compulsory required. So for future, so today's onwards practicing. More information not required because we know already ID attribute. This situation why I am using a point only explain for future's purpose, especially for JavaScript interactions. And the next one is action. So what is this action, sir? In our anchor tag, href is available. No, any idea? Anchor tag hrefs. Huh? What is the use? Next program address specification. Hyper reference. It contains the your next program address. Yesterday question kada? Yesterday question this one. Anchor tags are calling which programs? Or hyperlinks are calling which program? Which program calling hyperlinks? Any web technology program, not only HTML program, right? But which web technology you are calling, how to write? Which program you want to call, how to specify? In href only, but now the same situation. When I click on this button, some program is calling. Which program? So and so program. But where is the details are? In action tag, we have to write. So anchor tags href is same as to form tags action. The form tag attribute, that is anchor tag attribute. Meaning same, concept same, but two different tags and they. So which program you want to call? Write the program name here clearly. www.yourwebsitename.com/something program. Suppose I want to call some search.php, sir. No problem. So now, if you click on the submit button, which program is receiving your data? Search.php program receiving. And receiving the data, further operations performing, producing the response. If you observe the red buzzer, there also program name is available. Abhi bus I will show it more clearly, it's visible. So this is also from search. But observe now slash is available. Question mark not available, slash available. Observe. What is this bus underscore search? The program what they called internally. Name of the program. Bus underscore search is the name of the program, sir. Hyderabad your first given value, Goa second given value, 26/3/2022 date of journey we given. Got a data available, query string slash is available, and the technology changed it. Now back to our red bus. And this is the program, Hyderabad to Guntur. After that question mark available and data is available and separated by the and symbol also. The last word is there, na? This is your program name. Question mark left side which name is available, that is the server program name. that is your destination program name, blind indication. Any name is available, whatever it may be. Question mark left side name is your next program name. This output produced by that program only. Currently, what are the page you are watching? This page is generated by that program in generally. It's the result page, sir, not search. Search already done. It's the result page. Button calling the search bus program. Search bus program searching all the buses information, displaying as your response. So the action, sir. Suppose if I am not given any action, what happens, sir? Or as an action attribute I am not given, what happens, sir? Self-calling. If you are not mentioned any action attribute or URL blankly if you are leaving, or action attribute completely lifted, it is automatically calling the self. And which program is working currently? The same program is going to calling. So which program is working currently? Example 39.html is calling working. So when you click on the submit button, example 29.html recalling, self-calling. In our programming terminology, recursions we are calling. Recursive functions, recursive methods. Languages available kada? Every programming language. Calling a function itself is called as recursion. Calling a method itself it is called as the recursion. Now my HTML program also calling by itself only. My client is 39, my server is also 39. When I click the submit button in 39 program is recalling. 39 program recalling itself only. So reason, sir, you are not mentioned anything, missing information completely missing. So browser what it is taking, sir, and automatically browser choice it is taking. The browser choice is run the same program. Suppose go 15 minutes after session completed. I said next session will continue balancing center. And what you are feeling tomorrow, na? Huh? Day after tomorrow, na? Day after tomorrow. Kyun? Why? But I'm not said gada. Sunday, tomorrow, no session. Monday, next session will continue. And detail I'm not given gada. I simply said next session will continue. What you are taking? You have your own feeling gada. Generally Sunday this fellow not taking session. So next session and obviously Monday only. Like that we have to give the information to browser. But information is missing here. Then browser is automatically takes their own idea. What is their own idea, sir? And self, the current program. Why not other programs, sir? Other programs, there is so many is there in our project. Which ones are decision making required? The same program and go blindly we can move it. Project is not single program, kada? N number of programs available. In that number of programs, they can choose one, sir. The wrong thing. So that's the same program it is calling. So action attribute if you are not used, or action attribute URL is missing, both cases self-calling. Next one, method. Next attribute of the form tag is method. So what is this method, sir? Method attribute purpose is data traveling at the client to server or traveling model, some different ways are available. A data transportation system, different styles available. That we are going to representing as a methodology. The data transportation methodology, that is called as the method attribute. How many methodologies we have, sir? Approximately six methodologies are available, but in the two methodologies are very popular. One is the get, second one is the post. Nearly 6 is available, sir. Get available, post available, delete available, trace available, but mostly used attributes are the get and post only. Not single, the two different values. Method equals to get to or method equals to post. But we are not used anything method, sir. Automatically default value. What is the default value, sir? Get. Get is the default value. Sir, day one of the HTML, I am saying one point. Every tag, they have the attributes. When you are not mentioning the attributes, the tags continues with the default values. And in day one of the HTML, I am saying that one. Nana. So many cases we are not giving the color. Output is comes with a black color. Why I am not asked a black color? Why you are giving black color? Default. Whenever you're printing the data, generally I'm not set any alignment, but you are giving alignment as a left alignment. You choose a default. That align left already is there. If you are not interested, replace that one. Color equals to black already is there internally. Not interested, color equals to red. And method equals to get already available. Not interested, change to post. Default values. It's not first time. Last 1 month onwards we are working that one. Sorry, last couple of weeks onwards we are working that one. So what is difference between the get and post, sir? 5 to 6 differences available, sir. Major differences, not single point. Get is one type of data transportation methodology. Post is one type of data transportation methodology, but overall data transporting. So why these number of methodologies, sir? The situations different. All scenarios, the same style of data sending is not correct. Always driving the bike fast, not correct, sir. Highways we can drive the fast, but this type of gullies, how we can drive that much of speed? In our building road available, can you drive 110 speed in this road? Especially a corner. E corner, observe the road. And stones also available. So in that 110 speed, if you drive it, sir, you are in the bottom, top of your bike. And main road, sir, I can draw. Everybody, they can drive that speed. It is situation wise, a speed or slow, now we have to control it. Like that here also the different scenarios are available. Always the same way data sending is not correct. That's a system providing the 6 in that popularly using 2. Get to post to most popular. Differences, sir. First get points I am going to explaining, sir. Exactly the same point you can take the reverse, automatically post. Get to post comparison very easy, sir. One method points if you remember perfectly, sir. Balance methods point you will get automatically. Reason quite reverse operation. Exactly reverse operation. This side. Green shade కొద్దిగా ఇటు జరగండి. Sir, last 1.5 hours you are sleeping, sir. Unlike వచ్చారా class ki? Why you came to class? 1.5 hour onwards you are sleeping. I observed. Half of the time your co-student also given the company. Continuously. The difference, a get method is displaying the data always in address bar. The get method is displaying the data in address bar. You just observed also a couple of times in today's session only. A buses information is neatly displaying, even our program also. Why they are displaying ante we are just now discussing that get is the default method. What is the nature of get method, sir? It displaying the complete user information in the address bar. You observed this one? Your red bus URL. So from city Hyderabad to city, date of journey, your program name, etc., etc., etc. Our previous examples also they're displaying in the same format, sir, when you're using this submit button, sir. Yes, but that example method attribute we are not using. 37, 38 examples, method attribute I am not using. But why it is displaying the data? Already method equals to get inbuiltly available. Then only displaying the data. I don't want to show the data, sir, because my page contains passwords, pin codes, sir. Hide it. What to do, sir? Method equals to post. Get explanation exactly reverse to post, sir. Two methods you don't need to by heart it. Perfectly remember one method information. Spontaneously second method we can say. How, sir? Small funny example. Or 10 or 15 years after, or 10 nowadays, or 6-7 years after, what was husband is said, wife objecting that one. What wife said, husband has been objecting that one. 6-7 years after. First year, mutual understanding. Okay. It's okay. But real happening. So nowadays we have a lot of movies also on these situations, these concepts, right? Huh? YouTube, if you open that, a web series, these number of web series available. Huh? So 5-6 years up to normally going on, peace of mind, everything. 6-7 years after slowly starting. 8-9 years after is blooming also. What madam said, husband trying to argue with that one. What husband said, madam trying to argue with that one. Positive and not negative. So why husband asking we want to go for some restaurant. Wife asking no, we want to go for shopping. Husband is saying we'll go for Malaysia. Wife is saying no, we'll go for Ooty. He always see contrast running. Initial years that much of contrast not available. So you get to post method also wife and husband style anamata. Old wife, old husband style. Not newly married couples. What get is doing exactly 100% reverse the post. So if you remember one method points all, automatically spontaneously you can say the second method. Two methods by hearting not required. Every point to quite reverse. So get it displaying all your information in the address bar. Reverse, sir. Post not displaying even single information also. Even single information also not displaying. Example, sir, your login screen. While doing of the login operation, observe the address bar. Your username displaying, your password displaying, no more red was displaying. It is the get to, and that is the post. It is not much more valuable. Hyderabad go valuable. But your password, your OTPs, those are the more sensible data. Security required. That is never going to displaying in the address bar. So if you want to hide your data, use the post. You don't want to hide your data, go for get. When you want to hide, your form contains any sensible information, any secret information. Normal data cases always prefer the get method, sir. Next, get method stores all users input in the browser history also. It's showing in the address bar plus details maintaining in history for future uses. And we did some we did a small searching operation, sir. Yes. Eక్కడ ఉంది history? Address bar observe na URL Hyderabad Guntur available. Visibility problem కదా. If you are recently accessing URLs, available details also. The history inside your from station to station stored. It is using tomorrow no, day after tomorrow no. But stored once stored and in future anytime we can use that one. The get nature, but post nature, sir, up to question mark it is storing. After the question mark, nothing is maintained in history. The URL maintains, but query string is not maintained. Only URL part recording in the history. Preventing, program is preventing without recording by the browsers. So get method, what are the data it is transporting from the client to server for future purpose? It is neatly maintaining all the details in history, but post method never maintains your data. Next, get is the less secure. Reasons are, first 2 points observe carefully. To the little bit low secured. Reason, your data visible. Visible ga your data. Your besides who are sitting, your backside who are sitting, address bar neatly displaying. Somebody they are seeing like this, data visible. Passwords are visible. Something pin codes are visible. Next time they are using that passwords or pin codes. Nowadays email IDs tracing is not a problem. User IDs, email IDs are public property. Maybe you are thinking your user ID nobody doesn't know any. For 5 minutes Facebook, if you send it every detail, it will comes. Passwords a problem. All your email IDs, somebody they knows. You can also see my email ID, that is not a problem. My password is not visible to you. So a password is the only security. Ante. Email ID is not secure, user ID is also not secured. Clearly visible everywhere in the open internet. So passwords, we have to provide the security without storing anywhere. So get less secured, I said, automatically post is more secure. Next, default executed method is get. Post, if you want to execute it, you should write explicitly. Method equals to post. Next one of the main points that the page is sending the data by using the get. At the page designed with the get methodology, we can add to favorites. Bookmark into favorites. On browser at top star icon is something available. So add to favorite is possible. And future you can directly open that page if it is designed in the get. If it is designed in the post, sir, bookmark not possible, sir. If you forcibly place in the bookmark, tomorrow it doesn't opens that one. Generally not allowed to place to the bookmarks. Forcibly we placed in the bookmarks, sir, and add to favorite. And tomorrow if you comes to the system, click on the favorite and open the post method of page, sir, you will get the error message. Page not opens. So page designed with the get methodology, adding to favorites is possible. Future accessing is also possible. But the page designed with the post methodology, if you add it to favorite forcibly, next time opening 100% no chance. Post method preventing that one. Forcibly if I access it, sir, you will get error message. Your session expired, please re-log in. You are already logged out to or invalid access. Some different situations, different error messages are comes. Next, get method, we have the limit to send the data to server. When you are accessing the get method, data sending limit is available. What is the limit, sir? 5.7 KB. The 1 or 2 bytes roughly you can take it, sir. So 5.7 KB we can send the data. It's not 2 KB, sir. So many websites they are saying the 2 KB we can send the data. That's 100% wrong. 5.7 KB to 5.8 KB you can send. 100 bytes roughly we have. YouTube, some W3 schools, something websites if you open, get the comparisons available. But there we have the number here 2 KB only. But the 100% wrong. And you know now, sir? No. And without evidence, this much of publicly I cannot explain. You are watching online students, 200 plus students, they are listening and recording also in cloud. We can't talk any sentence roughly and seriously, doubt available, prove it also, it's not a matter. I think some of the servlet students also you are thinking we can send the data 2 MB by using get method. Sometimes printing mistakes common. But what about the post methods, sir? Unlimited. Terabytes of data we can send. No limit. Get method 5.7 KB. 5.7 KB and how much you are expecting? This KB, not even MB. 5.10 below 1 MB size. And this much of data. But 5.7 KB, what we can do with the data, sir? The text data we are sending generally. HTML maximum sending the data in the form of text only. 5.27 KB అంటే almost 10 pages data sir. మీ notebook 10 full papers data. అది. So don't underestimate. Text data they occupies very less amount of size. అది. So nearly 8 to 9 pages so fully if you write the nodes that is less than the 5 KB only it is taking. అది. 5 pages of data are you typing the first in net internet anywhere? No gada, it's more enough for us. But we are uploading songs are 5 MB, 8 MB is 10 MB. The post is there gada. Post we can send up unlimited data. So data limits cases get to unlimited data cases go for post. And the last point sir, get method is faster than the post, but post is working slower than the get. But if you observe all these points, get side plus is available, minus is available. Post side also plus is available, minus is available. Observed? Get method advantage is faster. Drawback, limit to security. Post method advantage is unlimited security. Drawback, slow working. But what to do? No one is perfect. Right, Gada? No method is perfect. So what to do? Which method we have to use? Based on situations. That matter. Both required. Get only I want to use it sir lifelong and data limit problem is there. Post only I want to use it sir and performance problem is there. So both should be balanced. That matter. Class over here. Next session will continue.